2013 F150 Raptor does not want to start. That was a remote start. So I'm thinking it's the ignition switch. We're going to take this lower shroud off right now. It's 3 5.5 millimeter screws that are just up under there. Then we'll take and get the upper shroud off. It's hard to film this. We're trying to take this out with one hand, but we're gonna give it a shot here. If I can get my screw deal in there. All right, once those are undone, you push in this top part and pull, and that whole thing comes off, just so you can get access to everything. Same with down here. So I'm just gonna pull this off and we'll see what's in there. This is the ignition switch right here. There's a little tab right here. I need to go get a screwdriver so I can pop this connector out. I'll do that real quick and I'll come back. So it's just this little dude here. Just kind of push down and out. And out comes that connector. Then there's a tab on the bottom and a tab on the top. I don't know if I can show you that or not. It's just right here. You push this in on the bottom and there's one like it on the top, and then that switch slides out. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll come back in. Once you do those little tabs, this little dude just pops out. That is it right there. All right, I'm going to go get the new part and I'll come back and we'll put it in. Part I grabbed is standard ignition US 431. You have other options besides that. A bunch of different makes, or people make it, I should say. So here, it falls off the seat. Here it is. Matches. So there is a little unitizer right there. We need to make sure that that lines up with this one, which it's not, so we're gonna have to turn that with a screwdriver. I'll come back in a sec. So I twisted that little thing with a screwdriver and it clicks. Let's see if we can, yep, it's in. And then just replace the wire, click that in, and that should do it. Grab my keys, make sure this actually works. And it did not work. So it's something else. So we'll figure that out. Well, that did not fix our issue. I did put this back together, reverse of how I took it apart. I already showed you that. I also went over to the kick panel over here on the far side. There's a body control module over there, has your fuses, all that stuff in it. It clicks, so I'm getting juice over there. I'm thinking I got a dead spot in the starter. One thing that seems to happen, I've noticed, if I hook a jumper to the thing, that's a little jump box, generally it starts it. So like I say, I don't know if that's a bad connection per se, or the starter. So I'm gonna hook the jumper up to it real quick and see if it'll actually start, and then we'll kind of go from there. If you haven't seen these are awfully cool. They're just awfully small. It's kind of weird, but they do work. Sorry, my finger's in the way. All right, so we're gonna hook this up there, hook that up there. Oh, that sure went down fast. All right, we're gonna try that, see what the hell. I'm still getting 0. All right, next thing, we're gonna go tap on the starter. All right, so I've been testing this. I get 12 volts down to the battery, or from the battery down to the starter. But when I try and start it, I'm not getting anything to the solenoid. So I'm going to flip these under here in this little box here, right in the front, is your relays. This is your starter relay. I'm pretty sure this is the blower motor. So I'm just going to swap these over. And we're going to try that and see if it starts. Let's see. Well, looks like I got a bad relay. So I'll probably take that switch back that I bought and go find me a relay somewhere. So I swapped the relays back, put the old one back where it was, and put the blower motor one back in. I did notice when I turned it on last time, when I swapped those, the blower wasn't working. And you can hear it's working now. And as soon as I hit the key, 0. So, yeah, looks like for sure we got a bad relay. So I'll pick one of those up and we'll get her fixed. Now that we know it's this relay, sometimes they get stuck. So just to get me to the part store, if this will work, we're gonna thump on this for a minute. And we'll see if it will work. Alright, so I should be able to use my remote start. No, I forgot it won't work with the hood open. So if I hold this pin down over here, it's hard to do with my, there we go, let's do it that way. So lock. There it goes. It's kind of funny, it's got this pin thing. You can jump start the car with it open, but if you start it and then let your hand off that pin, it kills it. So anyway, looks like we got her fixed. And just for good measure, we'll try it again. Looks like we're set until we can get to the parts store. So, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.